And I finally got him to leave the Airbnb, but I was absolutely terrified. Terrified that someone would, obviously now, looking back, I can see why someone would think that, but me, 19-year-old me, like when I was younger, I was like, why would someone fly me out here to do something political with the expectation that I was going to sleep with them? That's like crazy to me. They didn't say anything about that. I didn't say anything about that. Why would they put me in that situation? If I could go back in time and slap myself and tell myself to be a less trusting individual, I would. I would, because I put myself in a lot of really unfortunate situations politically because of this naive trust I had. Sadly enough, probably some of these feminists that still, I think, have insane ideas in a lot of ways, but some of them probably would have given me the same warning. Just they took that lived experience to such an extreme that they made it impossible to communicate to anyone else who hadn't lived it. And it makes me angry looking back at some of the radical feminists that I confronted when I think, if you guys had just been more reasonable with how you presented things, if you hadn't made it all men, if you hadn't sat around and demonized an entire sex and told me they were all rapists and been hysterical with how you presented your ideas, then maybe me and other women would have actually listened to the real criticisms of the world and gender dynamics that you had, some of the important lessons you had. It makes me really mad because there are things that feminists say that are true. There are power dynamics that exist. There are situations that women can get themselves in where they'll be in danger. And all of those warnings fall on deaf ears when you put them in the context of ridiculous, exaggerated talking points of all men are evil, right? So it makes me very sad looking back and wishing that I could have had reasonable conversations with these women. It was probably half my fault, half theirs, right?